Hey, so my patient was a 65-year-old man who had a 5-year history of Parkinson's disease. He originally started experiencing an increase in his symptoms, which were bilateral tremors of both hands, which eventually progressed to stiffness and awkwardness of his left upper extremity as well as his lower extremity. And then so he was referred to outpatient physical therapy to treat those issues, as well as being put on medication, which was Cinemet, due to those tremors. He did show some improvement. However, he finally got to the point where he was kind of tired of physical therapy, so he quit going. And then, of course, over time, he started experiencing those symptoms again. So they increased his Cinemet, and then they also put him back on a therapy plan, as well as gave him a home exercise program. So currently, he is taking Cinemet as well as one other medication, and then he, let's see, his impairments include like difficulty walking, freezing in place, increased balance issues, and he's had frequent falls. It was 6 within the last month, and then difficulty with bed mobility as well. And he also needs assistance with transfers about 75% of the time from his wife, which he does still live at home. I think he's retired, so that's a plus. However, he did say that when he goes out into public places, which he doesn't really do anymore because he feels like it's just too much work, too much stress on him and his wife to go out into public. But when he does, he doesn't do well in crowded places. Let's see, he doesn't really like to go anywhere to socialize outside of his home. Cognitive impairments, he's alert and oriented ×3, but he is displaying some mild impairments in short-term memory, as well as also some signs of depression. Let's see, he requires men to mod assist with dressing, bathing, and then men to supervision assist for feeding. Communication, he's got some mild dysarthria and hypophonia. And let's see, what else? Sensation, he's got decreased proprioception bilaterally in both ankles, so that could obviously contribute to his balance deficits. Range of motion is decreased as well. Strength is about a 3 out of 5. He's got more issues on his left side compared to his right. Like I said, the tremors are worse in the left hand as well. Hesitation on initiation of movement. His posture, he's got a forward flex posture, like kind of kyphotic. So that leads into my interventions. That was one main thing that I chose because I felt like it could possibly lead to some of those falls he's been having. If he's got that lean forward posture and that kind of thing, it's kind of throwing off his center of gravity. So that was one intervention that I chose to look at. So we just worked on contract, relax of the scapular retractors, 3 times 15-second holds to improve that new range of motion, hopefully. And then to address the tremors, we did what's called rapid vestibular stimulation, and they're just called flicks. You just kind of throw your arm out to the side really fast as you open your fingers up, and that would hopefully just help on improving his tremors. And I chose those because the patient is showing increased signs of depression, and by allowing him to get back out into the community, it may enhance his sense of well-being. So by improving that forward flex posture, it will decrease his chance of falling, And by improving his rest and tremors, it will facilitate a more safe and accurate movement. And I believe that is all.